Hey my sweet crafty friends, Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. Let's make a cute vintage Santa using these two Dollar Tree items. The first piece we have is a egg shape. And then the other one is a little round sign that I have glued the two pieces together to make his little face and body. I covered the egg with a nice cute piece of cardstock from the Vintage Square collection from Hobby Lobby's book. Then we're going to go ahead and paint his face using some folk art paint in the color of Warm Bisque. Then we'll also use that same paint to paint this little half bead that we're going to use as his nose. Once that's done, you're going to get your heat tool or your blow dryer, whatever you use to dry your product, and just give it a quick little zap and give it dried. Look at how cute that looks already. All right, now we are going to use this little piece of red fabric to make his cute little hat. I just used some hot glue to attach it there on the front and the back. Now don't worry if it's not straight because we're going to cover it up with a cute little brim. Now for his brim, I took this nice big piece of muslin fabric that I coffee stained and then baked in the oven to make him look that little vintagey look. Now, if you don't like this grungy, vintagey primitive look, that's fine. You don't have to do the coffee staining. Just leave yours white. Get that more farmhouse type look. Just here to give you some inspiration and some ideas. Look at how cute that is. Once that was coffee stained and grunged, I went ahead and used a little basting stitch right down the middle and did that little gathering to make his brim. Now I just have a strip of black fabric here we're going to use as his belt, and we'll just glue that down with some hot glue. I just use regular old hot glue, friends. I don't use anything special. I like the Gorilla Glue. Seems to work the best for me, but I don't use fabric glue or anything like that. All right, this is what we have going on so far. Isn't he so cute? You guys, this would even make a super cute elf. All right, now I have some faux fur that I got from Joann's Fabric. And again, I used my coffee grunge just to stain that up to help him look that vintagey, primitive look. And then I tossed it in the oven and baked it for a few minutes. Now, if you're don't feel comfortable putting it in the oven, you can most definitely just let it sit and dry. Maybe use your heat tool or blow dryer on it for a little bit. I just cut some random piece just to kind of fit that shape of his face all the way across. I just attached it with some glue. And look at how stinky cute he looks like that, you guys. We're not going to leave his beard like that. We'll get him fluffed up. Again, if you don't like this grungy look, that's fine. Just leave it white. All right, now I just took a little piece of scrap of this little fur and I folded it over, used a basting stitch to make him a little mustache. All right, there we go. Isn't that so cute, you guys? I just love it. All right, we are going to put a little bit of paper, some like packing paper, inside his hat. Now, another option you could use would be to use some stuffing in here. I just didn't have any, so I went ahead and used the paper. Actually, it's gives it that nice full look, and it's less expensive than using your batting that you would need to be using inside something else. So then we'll just use a piece of twine on the ends of that little hat just to finish it off. Now we're going to use our Bow maker with some torn fabric strips, and we're going to make a cute little bow to go on his hat. I get many questions about this little tool, you guys. It's called a Bow. I got mine on Amazon, but you can most definitely get it at Michael's or Joann's, even Walmart. But it is a wonderful, handy tool, and I highly recommend it if you don't have it in your arsenal of crafting supplies. Excuse my cold, I'm really sorry, guys. All right, once you get the bow to the, where you like it, you're just gonna fluff it up a little bit, trim your edges down, and get it to where you like it. And there we go. There's our cute little bow. Again, this is coffee grunged fabric. We'll just put it all together here. I like the hat folded over on the other side since we're going to put a bow there. All right, then we're just going to add a little bit of greenery to the brim of his hat. Kind of give that a little finished look there at the top. Like, isn't that so cute, you guys? I just love him. All right, let's finish up this beard. We're going to like bunch it up a little bit. We'll tie a little string around the bottom of his beard. We want to be able to see the rest of his little body. So we're just going to bunch it up a little bit. We'll apply some hot glue in there so it will stay put. And I just used some fabric just to kind of tie it off. And then I have some more some more fabric that we'll use as a bow just to finish the look. So we have some red, the same as his hat, and then just a little bit more of that little candy cane striped fabric that came from Hobby Lobby. And we'll layer the two bows together. Look at how stinking cute he is, you guys. I just love him. All right, now we're going to just get a little cute little glasses that we made using some little wire, some revive wire. We'll glue those on. As you can see down there on his belt, we added some rusty bells just to kind of finish them off. And then you'll also notice in the final picture that I added a cute little tag at the bottom that says, ho, ho, ho. All right, sweet friends, I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.